And now we can see they're getting darker. Silly player. You can't break that.
Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Water can flow, or it can crash. Empty your mind, be formless.
Hey Pandalings, this is the Black Belt Panda, and welcome back to PandaCraft Skyblock, episode 5. Woo! Alright, so, last episode we made this awesome mob grinder, and since then I went ahead and planted some of the saplings that we got earlier. I'm particularly interested in getting the birch wood, the birch logs actually, because I added something pretty cool to the server that I think you guys are gonna like. So I spent some time writing some code, and we have compost bins. Haha, yes. So I'll show you how to make the compost. You guys see that tree? That's trippy. They just grew like that. Wow. So I'll show you guys how to make the compost bins in this episode. But what they do basically is you throw some organic matter into them, like plants or food. You wait a little while and you get dirt. Pretty cool. And if that sounds familiar, it's because it was inspired by the X-Nilo mod from the Agrarian Skies mod pack. And yeah, I thought that the Skyblock server here could definitely use that functionality for the people who don't like using shop but still want a good way to get dirt that's not too easy, not too hard. Alright, so this episode, we want to make those compost bins. We need two things. We need birch logs, and we need hay bales. So I've got the birch logs, but I don't have the hay bales. And if we open up our challenges here, we still need to do wheat farmer. So, we need to get some wheat. To do that, I'm just going to go into the chest here. Look at all this. Man, this mob farm is wicked efficient. We got tons of music discs. I did nerf the music discs, so they don't drop quite as often now. I just lowered the chance that they will actually drop, so that should help prevent your chests from clogging up with music discs like this. And I also nerfed the chances of these, whatever you call them, surprise bags, I guess, from dropping. But anyway, we're gonna grab some bones. We're gonna make some. We don't need that many. 11's fine. We're gonna make some bone meal. Boom. And we're going to come over here to the grass. And now we're going to bone meal the grass. There we go. Okay, and we're going to break the grass until we get seeds. We got flour. Yay, flour. All right. There we go. We got seeds. All right. Awesome. Now, let me put these flowers away. Not the seeds. I want the seeds. Put the flour in the... Yep. Okay, there we go. We need the dirt. We need the stone hoe. We need cobblestone, a bucket so we get some more water. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to expand on the... Why you do that? We're going to expand on the farm over here. And what I'm going to do, I think, is just bring this out by 2. And if I'm right, I think that these should be able to be affected by the water source block here. I think it's a square. So 4 blocks out and 4 blocks out. But we'll find out. I'll wait and see. Grab that torch. Torch. Set it down right there instead. And we'll do the same thing over here. There we go. And yep, it's already spreading there. So I just want to make sure that it's going to get to this block and this block here. Because I should be 1, 2, 3, 4. I should be within the range. Yes, awesome. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to expand our melon farm and our pumpkin farm out just a little bit. So let's grab some melon seeds. There we go. And we'll grab some pumpkin seeds. Do you get 1 seed from the pumpkin or more? You get 4. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. All right, so there we go. That is our farm expanded for the melons and the pumpkins. I'm going to grab these stairs. I'm going to bring this out a little ways. Torch. Grab my torch. Put that down. Well, nowhere here yet. Yes, right there. That's perfect. All right, so now we're going to do the wheat farm. Now, I want to keep this walkway in the middle, 3 blocks wide and free of plants. So we're going to keep doing it over on these sides. But what I think I'll do is, because I do want this walkway to continue out when we expand, I'm going to do it on either side here. So we do need another source block here. And I'm going to put one there as well. So we can take our dirt. I'm going to get rid of that torch there. Okay. We're going to put the dirt on either side here. Let's see, how much dirt do we have? We've got 12. This is 4, so we can spare a little bit more here. There we go. All right, and then fill that in. And then this is going to be, where's the stone? Oh, here we go. This whole section here is going to be tilled. And we're going to, if I can, oh, it's not going to stay tilled until I put the water there. All right, there. Now, what I'm going to do is, well, we're going to need more seeds, but this will work for now. So I'm just going to go ahead and plant that. And I'm going to till this side after I get some more water. Water. All right, so gonna put the water there. And this is just so we can get all the wheat that we're going to need to not only complete the Wheat Farmer Challenge, which requires 64 wheat and will give us 5 dirt, 10 bucks, and 30 XP, but also so we can make some hay bales and start making those compost bins. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep bone mealing this grass off camera and collecting more seeds. I'm just gonna get enough to fill in these 2 areas here, and we'll wait for the wheat to grow. But before I do that, let's just quickly not fall off the edge here. There we go. All right, and we used a torch, so all right, right there, perfect. Okay, don't want mobs spawning over here. So that looks pretty good. All right, anyway, I'm going to continue off camera. So I'll be right back. And we're back. And stuff grew. Yep, if we come over here, we can see we now have quite a bit of wheat. And our melons and pumpkins even grew. Oh, well, except for this one single pumpkin for some reason. But yeah, so I'm just going to harvest this wheat continuously off camera. And I'll start harvesting those birch trees as well. And I'm going to gather up enough wheat to complete the Wheat Farmer Challenge and to make some hay bales. So I will be right back. All right, so I've collected a little bit of wheat here using the bone meal from the mob farm over here. And took a few minutes, but we've got enough to do the challenge and make some compost bins. So let's go ahead and do the challenge. But before that, I've got pumpkins, so we can do that one as well. And oh, there's people here. Hello, people. Hi. Okay, so C for challenges here. And we're going to complete Wheat Farmer with 64 wheat, and that's going to give us 5 dirt, 10 bucks, and 30 XP. Boom! Yay! So now the announcement went to the whole server. Black Belt Panda's completed Wheat Farmer Challenge. All right. So the next one we have, and the last one in this tier, is Pumpkin Farmer. 64 pumpkin for 5 dirt, 15 bucks, and 30 XP. Boom! Completed the Pumpkin Farmer Challenge. And that completes the entire first tier of the challenges. So now we open up the second tier, the medium rank challenges. We have Shroom Picker, which requires 64 red and brown mushrooms and will give us 1 mycelium, which we don't really need because we start with mycelium. I might change that item reward in the future to something a little more useful. We have Monster Slayer, which requires pretty much everything you need to do a mob grinder, or everything you would get from a mob grinder. So you get rotten flesh, string, sulfur, arrows, bone, spider eye, and you will get 16 redstone, 1 flint, and 5 iron. So with that, you could make flint and steel, and you got some redstone you could use for some redstone work. So that's awesome. Then we've got Expert Farmer, so that's just pretty much farming everything. You'll get 16 redstone, 1 cocoa, and 3 animals. So you'll get 3 spawn eggs. That's pretty neat. Fish, so it says raw fish, but I think that's a bug. I don't know if I can change what that says, but it's basically 5 raw fish, 5 raw salmon, 3 of the pufferfish, and 1 clownfish, and you'll get 16 redstone, 5 ink sacks, and 5 iron. Then we've got lumberjack, which is 16 of the each logs, more redstone, more iron, and a wolf. Cookie lover, which will give you more redstone, 5 iron, and a bucket. And we've got Adept Builder. So that's when you reach island level 100, you'll get 12 obsidian. So then you can use your obsidian with the flint and steel and make a nether portal. And then Homeowner. So at this point, you should build a house. It'll look for these items in the list here on your island. And if it sees one of each of those islands, then you'll get a jukebox, a disc, and 64 lapis lazuli. So this is basically the redstone tier. So if you want redstone, this is where to go. All right, so we've got our wheat. So we're going to, is it 9 or is it 4? Okay, so it's 9. We're going to go over here to the crafting table, and we're going to throw all this wheat in here, and we're going to see how many we can make here. All right, so we can make 8. We've got 8 hay bales. So let's grab 8 birch logs. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put that wheat back, and we're going to make some compost bins. So I want these compost bins. I don't want to put them over. Do I want to put them over? No, I don't want to put them over here yet because I want to use this platform for something else. So what I'm going to do with these compost bins, I think, is just kind of line them across here. Because we'll be feeding food and saplings into the... Actually, no, not saplings. I couldn't get saplings to work yet, but we'll be feeding food into them at least. And when we get the shears, we'll be feeding leaf blocks into them. So let's start putting them... I want to kind of line up with the two pads here, which works out to be about here. Yes. All right, so we're going to start putting them here. So we can make 8 compost bins. So each one of these is a compost bin. Players. Okay, so these are compost bins. Let's take a look at how these work. I'm gonna grab something that I have quite a bit of. Let's see. I wonder if we could feed seeds to them. Let's find out. So we right click. Nope. Okay, it doesn't like seeds. So the things that you plant on the ground, it doesn't seem to like too much. I've got to figure out why. I coded these myself, but I think there's like a different reference to the plants that go on the ground, like flowers won't work, saplings won't work, seeds won't work. So I've got to figure out why those don't work. But food works fine. So let's grab some rotten flesh. We have plenty of that. Rotten flesh counts as food in this. So let's grab a stack. And we're going to come over here and feed the compost bin. So, right click, compost level, 1 out of 16. So every time you feed an item to it, the compost level will go up. Different items have different values. Pretty much all the food has a value of 1, and all the plants have a value of 2. But I might tweak that in the future. We can just hold down right click, though, and just keep feeding it, like so. And then when we get to 16, there we go, compost bin is full, composting. So now, over the course of 1 minute, this compost bin is going to compost everything we just put into it. So every 20 seconds, the birch log up here will change to indicate that it is composting. So if we watch it for just a few more seconds, we should see that it'll get a little bit darker. There it goes. So it just got a little darker. And then it'll get darker again in another 20 seconds. And then darker one more time, 20 seconds after that. And then we'll be able to harvest our compost. So I'm going to go ahead and feed these compost bins. So, whoop. Okay, there we go. Now we saw the one on the right just got a little bit darker. And we've got enough to do... Don't eat it. It's because I'm hungry. That's why it's doing that. Got enough to do one more. There we go. All right, so our compost bins here are all composting. And now we can see they're getting darker. Silly player. You can't break that. All right, so this one's done. We see it's gone to spruce log. So if we right-click on this one, click, a dirt block pops out. So now we have 11 dirt. And then it turns back into a birch log to indicate that it is now empty. Silly player, you can't place blocks. All right, so I hopefully have coded these so that they can't be taken advantage of. If you try to break it when it's in any of these other log states, it'll drop a birch log, so you can't like turn birch logs into different logs. If you break it when it's a spruce log, you'll get the birch log and the dirt, so you won't lose your dirt. So we'll go ahead and take that. Go ahead and take that. So now we have 13 dirt, and then we'll go ahead and take that. All right, 14 dirt. So now we have a source of dirt. We just have to feed it food and plant matter. So that is pretty cool. So I hope you guys like that feature. It took me a little while to figure out how to code that. It seems like it'd be simple enough, but I kept having to rewrite my code because things that should have worked didn't, and things that should not have worked did. My original idea was much more complicated than this. I wanted to have like you'd make a circle with the logs and there'd be a hole in the middle. But yeah, anyway, I went with this because it was a lot simpler. So off camera, I will be feeding that items periodically as much as I can to try to get dirt so we can build awesome farms. So yeah. Let's see. What do we got in the challenges? We got to figure out what we're going to do next now that we've got that. Before we do that, I do want to congratulate Tinker Knightley for being May's top voter on PandaCraft. Thanks to LD Network, owned by Azerwist, one of the players on the server here, who has graciously sponsored the server each month with a $40 gift coupon for the top voter. I was able to award, well, $40 gift coupon for the PandaCraft donation shop to Tinker Knightley, last month's top voter. So if you guys play on the server, or if you think about playing on the server, make sure you go to pandacraft.org. Each day, you can vote on 5 different voting websites, so you can get 5 votes each day on the PandaCraft server. The person who votes the most at the end of the month will be top voter and get $40 to use in the donation shop. So yeah, congratulations again, Tinker Knightley, for top voter. Oh, there's Minnie. He's mod. Hi, mod. Ha ha ha. All right, so pull this up. We've got Shroom Picker, Monster Slayer. A lot of this is like farming stuff, I think. So a lot of that I'm probably going to do off camera, like fishing off camera, getting mushrooms off camera, getting mob stuff. I probably already got everything for that. I don't know. I'll have to check. Logs. Yeah, so a lot of this is like off camera work, really, just kind of grindy work. But we do want to build a house at some point, so maybe that'll be our next project. I don't know if I have time in this episode. Let me go ahead and pause the recording here. I'll try to figure out what I want to do, see how much we've got recorded for this episode, and plan out the project, the next project. We don't have a cool tree this time. That arch tree was awesome. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, well, we don't exactly have time to do a house, but this is actually a new day, not in Minecraft. I mean, this is like a couple days after I cut the recording. I had to fix a lot of stuff on the server. We did update to 1.7.9, which did introduce some bugs. So if you had trouble lighting nether portals, that should be fixed now. Then there was a few other things. I updated some plugins, but anyway, the reason we don't have time to build a house is because we have to do some things beforehand. So I'm going to do those. Namely, we need a bigger sugarcane farm. Now, if we go back to the challenges, we'll see that sugarcane will get us 15 clay. And I need a lot of clay for the house, actually. So I'm going to go into my chest here and grab some dirt. I'm going to grab the bucket. I'm going to let everybody know I'm recording. And that way, you know, if they're asking me questions, hopefully they'll understand why I don't answer. And we're going to build a bigger sugarcane farm. Now, the way I want to do this is basically, to start with, we're going to have a manual one. So I'm going to start at the back edge here with a 2-block buffer around the edge here. And I'm going to go straight across like so. Whoops. There we go. And let's go. Sugarcane needs to be around a water source. It can't be in the corners. So what I'm going to do is run lines of water straight across. So instead of doing, like, you know, the dirt block every other dirt block, which would work great if I had a way to cover up the water source, like with lily pads or carpets. I don't have those, so I'm just going to do a straight line of water. And we're going to do rows of sugarcane, like so. So it should be something like that. Now, I won't be able to put sugarcane on these corners here, so I'm going to replace those afterwards with cobblestone. So I'm going to hide the players here because they're getting in the way. Oops. I gotta fix that. That's a bug. Alright, so we'll go straight across here. And I'm actually gonna, since the player hiding is bugging out on me, let's get Chip out of the way. Okay. And this will probably be the last row here. Alright, so we got one dirt block left over. We'll get a little bit more once we get the corners taken care of. We'll replace them with our cobblestone here. Like so, since we're not going to be able to put sugarcane down. No, I lost one. That's okay. We got compost bins. I added a new command, by the way. It's /reset challenges. If you reset your island and you want to reset your challenges so you can start over, just go ahead and type /reset challenges. And you should be able to do that. So now we need lots of water. I'm going to grab that. I also tweaked a few things. Mobs, for example, should spawn quite more often now. I decreased the time that they're cleared, which previously was like every 5 minutes, to every 15 minutes, I believe. There we go. And now we can just pull water from here. I'm just going to go right down the line here for now. Get that torch. And the water doesn't have to be still. It can be running. So I'm just going to leave it running for now. And we've got some more dirt blocks to put back. And we need sugarcane. Yeah, that should be enough. Got some torches here. I'll put those down afterwards. Oop, another dirt. Give me that. Alright, so items no longer get cleared every 5 minutes. Instead, now items will stay on the ground for 5 minutes. Man, all these players are really getting in the way. I don't want to lock the island down, though, but I guess I'll wait until they're out of the way before I fill in those blank spots there. Let's see, what else did I do? Block breaking should be a lot smoother now. You shouldn't have quite as many issues with your blocks breaking and then reappearing on you, or placing a block and having it disappearing on you. Getting stuck in a block should be a lot better now. You shouldn't actually get stuck. Man, Chip, you're really getting in the way, dude. Oops, don't want to do that. Just take that. All right. So let's go ahead and put this back here. And I don't know if I showed you the teleport effects or not that I added, but TP Black Belt Panda to Black Belt Panda. Shoom, 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 shoom. Ha! So those are cool little teleport effects that we've got. It's even cooler when you teleport to a player, actually. Like if I do TPA Glam. Glam's one of our chat mods. She's right there on the right-hand side of the screen. And now I will demonstrate the teleport to Glam. So you can see the way the ring works, and we kind of disappear for a second and then reappear. So it's kind of neat. Just something I added to the game. Looks pretty neat. But anyway, so there's our sugarcane farm. So this is going to get us our sugarcane. Of course, it's manual for now because we have no redstone. And I'll just keep farming this off camera as much as possible. And we should be able to start getting plenty of clay from that. And we're also going to need lots of sand and lots of red flowers. So I'm going to cut here for now. I'm going to end the episode here now that we finished that. And in the next episode, we're going to make a cactus farm, which will be automatic because it requires no redstone, of course. And we're going to make a grass platform we can use to start getting flowers. So that'll all be in the next episode, and I'm sure we'll come up with some other projects to do, complete some challenges, I'm sure. And I got, I think in here, let me see here, I've got a carrot and I've got a couple potatoes from killing the zombies in the mob grinder. So we're going to make a carrot and potato farm for the challenges, which I think should be like an expert farmer. Here it is, which requires potatoes and carrots. And I think I'm starting to fill up this chest with the stuff we need to complete challenges. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Do I have everything I need for the Monster Slayer? I think I do. Let's go ahead and complete that challenge really quick. So, Monster Slayer. Boop. Alright, we completed that. We got 16 redstone, 1 flint, and 5 iron. So we can now make a flint and steel, and we can make some shears. And I am going to use the redstone in the next episode to make, hopefully, if I've got enough, a automatic flower farm or seed farm, flower farm mainly. I just want the flowers. I want the red flowers. So we're going to try to make an automatic one in the next episode. So, yep, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you liked the episode, click that like button. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please post them in the comments section below. And if you go to pandacraft.org, you can read the news announcements where I post all the updates I make to the server, including the Skyblock server and the custom features if you want to know what kind of cool stuff I've been adding. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is the Black Belt Panda, and I will see you in the next video.